Okay, YouTube, it's Ron Diesel, back at it again. Hope everybody's doing well. Cheers. Today is Monday. Reminded myself of the Fresh Princess there with my coffee. So day two in the grow, I got seeds from Desert Tribe times Headband GDP, Lubus Headband. And I got Gas Face Coffee going, which coffee is one of my favorites, so those are going to be great. I went in today, I planted the seeds yesterday, gave them a little water, and I went into water today, and I noticed the media was actually hydrophobic because I didn't saturate it completely. So what I wanted to do was kind of come on and talk about that and what I'm going through at my stage in the grow and a few products that I had laying around that I was just using. So the first one is a Q from Build a Soil. I've used a lot of Build a Soil. I've always had really good success, really good weed with Build a Soil. And the Q is a saponin powder, sometimes called a wetting agent or a surfactant. So those three terms are kind of interchangeable. And I put it a little bit in a sprayer, just a little sprinkle, and it helps to break the water tension and incorporate the water into the peat especially. And cocoa might not be as hydrophobic. I know some of the channeling is going to apply to both. I mean, haircut, huh? But yeah, you don't want the water channeling through. I want my water to spread evenly, especially because I just put the seeds in there yesterday. What you can have happen, what I've had happen, is the seed will ride with that water and get buried. I kind of saw that when I started pouring the water in there a little bit. So I decided to be more careful, use the sprayer. Shout out to Mondi Sprayer. I've had it for a long time. Mondi's a great company. I don't even know if they're still around, but hey, Mondi, maybe get a little sponsorship one day. And I sprayed the pots evenly and got it going. And now moving forward, so this is going to be a synthetic grow. I'm not doing organics like I have been for the past 2.5 years. You know, I got rid of the worms. So we're using Build a Soil in a synthetic grow. Do you call that synganic? You know, whatever you want to call it. So another product I got, and this was recommended by Carl and a lot of other growers, but I got the enzymes complete. And in the past, I've used my worms as my enzymatic factory and the things I put through the worms. And I want to give some of these bottle products a try again. And ones I've used in the past are Microbe Life Photosynthesis Plus. That's going to kind of be an enzyme product. Not kind of, it is. It's a submerged liquid ferment. And then just like SLF 100, that's another one. It's an enzymatic cleaner, but also provides things that the plant and soil and roots, whatever, might be able to use, especially with the next product. So you get the enzymes complete in there. It's like some sauce. And then I got this left over from Build the Soil too. So shout out to Jeremy at Build the Soil if you haven't seen his products. At first I thought the Rootwise was too expensive for me, and then I realized how far the product goes. You do not want to overuse this product. And the consortium of bacteria that they have in here, we can cover this in another video if anybody wants to go over specific bacterial types. That's something that I'd like to do. You know, not going to get into it today, but there's a lot of good different types of bacteria in this product that you might not see in some of the other products, and there's some overlap. So this one is particularly strong. A small amount goes over acreages if you water it into your fields or whatever, and this will actually cause fungal blooms on your plants, because I was inoculating with this too often, and I noticed that the microbial, it was just outstanding. So maybe once a month, the first inoculation, and then you don't need it for a long time, because as long as they have food to eat, like what's in this stuff, these are going to persist. So that was 3 products that came to mind for me here early in the grow to help keep my peat saturated. I wanted to pull out a surfactant. I had this one laying around. I love Build the Soil. Synthetic grow using Build the Soil. The enzyme's complete. I think this stuff is going to be great. I know enzymes always work well. And then a little bit of bacteria, because plants love bacteria. They grow up with bacteria. So this is, you know, Scotty Real from DGC would call it like a help with like a buffer. If you're using like a recharge, instead of just having those nutrients just sitting in those roots, you got something working for you down there. Little scientists. So we'll see how that works out. And Yeah, man, we're just getting started. I'm excited. My first synthetic grow in 2.5 years, so I'm definitely going to need a little bit of help. I think I have all the tools I need, but if anybody has any advice, any questions, comments, concerns, I'm always here. Please just comment down in the YouTube, come on the Discord, go on one of the other panels on YouTube, and get involved in the communities, man. We need some people. You're so busy with your life or work or family, your dog, you don't get to participate. You don't get a chance. So if we can take a little bit of time, whether it's an hour a week or 20 minutes a week or 5 minutes a day just to have coffee in the morning, we should be doing that and we should be coming together. And I had a great talk with everybody on Rock's show today. Shout out to Rock Solo. And me and him have disagreed about plenty of shit. Me and Rock don't always get along. Token Tom, he's a nice guy too. Yeah, you have disagreements, and through disagreements comes discussion, and through discussion comes me learning something and maybe sharing with others. So let's not be afraid to disagree. Let's keep it friendly and peaceful. And God bless y'all, man. Thank you. I'll see you next week.